You can believe what happened over here, man. Got real warm out there. Really came in the house. Cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
You was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for the penultimate race of the JSI Racing 360 Winged Sprint Cars. Let's take a look very quickly. Qualifying results has been completed. Let's take a look. Braden Shute goes quick time with a 13.133. Braith Carla, Max Bevan, and Joshua Walton get around out your top four. They'll all earn pole positions in our 4 heat races for tonight. Daniel Hardigan, who comes home at 5th quickest here in qualifying. He'll start on the outside of row 1 in heat race number 1. Ash Hammond, Thomas Mitchell, Harry Stewart, Daniel Boyd, and Cody Lawrence going to make up your top 10 drivers. Heat number 1 of 4. Beautiful, beautiful looking racetrack once again. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. 8 cars set to take to the racetrack. Braden Shute in car number 76 will start on pole position. To the outside of the front row for Ace Esports, it's the 77 of Daniel Hardigan. Daniel Boyd in car 79 for Iridium Sim Sports. He'll start out of position at number 3. Harry Dean will line up out of position at number 4. Darcy Wilson lines up position number 5, and Jacob Croker driving the 15 machine will start position number 6. Tyler McQuilkin in the 47 going to roll off from your 7th starting position. And Riley Stewart, if he makes the call. I don't believe that he has made the call. I was pretty sure that he was one of the cars that did not take a lap in qualifying. I know with 28 drivers took to the racetrack for qualifying for heat race number 1. Now, again, next week, as I said, this is a penultimate round of the series. Next week is the season finale for the JSI Racing 360 Sprint Cars, the wingless and the winged Sprint Cars. Now, we did get confirmation that, well, what we're seeing all season is we are seeing the same track being utilized for the 360s for the wingless and the wing sprint cars. We were told, and confirmation coming from race control, that next week we are going to have different tracks for the season finale. So the wingless, they'll finish out the campaign at the virtual Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio. The guys will take a quick virtual trip to the dirt track at Charlotte, in Charlotte, North Carolina, for the 360 winged sprint car season finale. Again, you can catch all the action right here on Facebook and YouTube. We're set for a start this time by Daniel Hardigan. Braden Shute. Green flag is out. Heat race number 1. 8 laps is on the board. The winner of this one will start on pole for the 35 lap main event. Oh, Boyd got a little shot in the shorts there by Dean, but look at Hardigan now working to the inside there. He'll slide up the racetrack. Lap number 1 goes to Daniel Hardigan. He'll hit the concrete wall on the front straightaway. Now Boyd to the inside now. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Hardigan falls back to position number 3. Meanwhile, Braden Shute, the man that goes quick time. He's your leader. Hardigan slides up on Boyd. Boyd crosses underneath. And look out, 1 car. Harry Dean over the wall, over the concrete. Oh, look out, there goes Boyd. There was some right side romance from Daniel Hardigan. And Hardigan, the 77 machine, now going to fall back to position number 3. Here comes Tyler McQuilkin in the 47 machine. McQuilkin working on the top side of the racetrack. So far picked up 3 positions. He started position number 7 and he's up into position 4. He's got the Rocket Racing setups. Number 47 machine working a treat right now, but right now these drivers all on the same setups. 2, 3 and 4 running nose to tail down the back straightaway. McQuilkin, Hardigan, they follow. McQuilkin follows Hardigan with a slide job there. Hardigan will take back position number 2. Meanwhile, Braden Shute out in front at the moment. Can Hardigan hold on to position 2? Can he start position 5 in the main event here this evening? Little slower there was Hardigan down into turn number 1. Now he'll come a slide job as Hardigan now works back to the inside. McQuilkin watching this battle for 2nd and 3rd unfold in front of him right now. We come to the white flag, the 1 to go signal. And man, it is a massive lead for Braden Shute, and he has got this thing wrapped up. The green machine going to come away victorious in heat number 1. Gibson 2nd, Tyler McQuilkin in 3rd, and Jacob Croker going to come home in your fourth and final transfer position. Hardigan's going to have to do it the hard way. He's going to have to come from one of the B mains. Let's take a look at heat race number 1 results for you. Braden Shute dominating by nearly 4.4 seconds. Wilson, Tyler McQuilkin, Jacob Croker gets the final transfer spot. Daniel Hardigan, Daniel Boyd, Harry Dean, along with Riley Stewart, who again did not make the call for heat race number 1. Heat number 2, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid with Braith Carlin on the pole position. And to the outside of your front row, driving car number 4 for JSI Racing, that is Ash Hammond. Cody Lawrence in the AC Sports entry, he'll start position number 3. Ash Ewing. Well, Ewing will start out of position number 4. Bradley Oldfield and Matthew Hurd will make up positions number 5 and 6. Jason Burke in the JSI Racing 74, along with William Pilot in the JSI Racing 55. Those drivers here to start out of positions number 7 and 8. So we're seeing Cody Lawrence first time in quite some time. In fact, it was last week, and he picked up a podium for the Ace Esports stable, along with Daniel Hardigan. So there's a field. Braith Carlin, a feature winner already this season at Kokomo, where they were very close to being 5 wide coming to the finish line just a couple of weeks ago. Again, that was a great finishing up, or a great race finishing up there. Trevor Roy was involved, Joshua Walton, Braith Carlin, Joel Berkland. There's one other driver that has slipped my mind. I cannot think of it for the life of me, but we are green. Hammond and Carlin. Carlin now slide job down into turn number 1 and 2. Look out, Hammond. Oh, Lawrence is going to quickly make his way to position number 2. Oh, wow, the right side running. It's a big right wing coming from Lawrence on Braith Carlin. And Carlin, boy, that's a tough deal there. But Cody Lawrence is going to be a leader. Here comes Hammond. And now Matthew Hurd now working to the inside. William Pilot from the back. Ewing now up to position number 5. There's your leader and second place. And then make that your top 3 from left to right. Lawrence, he's pulled that car off the racetrack, so I dare say that he may have been given a penalty for the right rear there on Braith Carlin. And last week's podium finisher is now going to find himself as Ewing puts a slide job in the 21 machine. Hurd coming after Ash Hammond now. Hammond, he got that car all sorts of crossed up there on the exit of turn number 4. And can Matty Hurd, can he break the drought? Can he get the win in heat race number 2? Again, the winner of this one, you're going to start on the outside of the front row for tonight's main event. Oh, look out, the 21 of Ash Ewing. He jumped the cushion on the exit of turn number 4. And how about Jay Burke now? Driving the 74 machine, Berkey. He's into the 4th and final transfer position. Meanwhile, the challenger's up front right now, Matthew Hurd. He tried to go low down into 3 and 4, but it is still Ash Hammond driving the 4 machine. Looking to put the 4 to the outside of the front row. Matty Hurd again, he is quick. Expect the slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. You know it's coming. Back straight away, final time into 3. Here comes Hurd. Slide job for the race lead. Hammond turns the back underneath him. Oh, what a drag race to the start-finish line. What a big victory that was for Ash Hammond or Matthew Hurd. We'll have to take a look at your official timing and scoring results as Carlin comes across the line. Let's take a look at heat race number 2. Your finishing results on screen right now. 0.034 of a second. Ash Hammond, your winner. In car 4, Matthew Hurd second. And Jason Burke from the back will get the 3rd spot on the racetrack. Your 4th and final transfer spot will be Oldfield, Carlin, Pilot, Ewing and Lawrence, all to the B mains. Heat race number 3. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 68, that's going to be Max Bevan to the outside of the front row. driving the 0-2 entry of Thomas Mitchell. Position number 3, driving caliber 31, that's Jason Carbon to the outside. At a position number 4 for JSI Racing, that might be the Purple People leader in the number 5 machine, that is Jason Crawford. Position number 5, driving the, what I believe is number 2 car for iRacing Dirt Outlaws TV. It is the HMR number 2 entry of Matty Bailey. Ashley Ellison Jr. in the 39 starts position number 6. Cooper Croak will line up at a position number 7. And your 8th and final starter will be Damien Parle in car number 52. So keep an eye on Matty Bailey in that HMR number 1 machine for iRacing Dirt Outlaws TV. We'll get a close-up of that one. Does a fantastic job here on Tuesday nights with the Super Dirt Series, the midgets, and again we're thankful to have Matt along for the call for that one. Tuesday night, more about that later on and what we've got coming up in the weeks ahead. The green flag is out. Bevan will lead us off down into the first set of turns. Here comes the 0-2 of Thomas Mitchell to the outside. Now Mitchell takes the race lead. Here comes Bevan. Will he go to the slider line? Yes, he does. Mitchell up into the creek. Oh, look out, over the edge. And poor old Thomas Mitchell, as Matt Bailey in the 1 machine now moves up to position number 2. There is the Purple People into the 5 entry of Jason Crawford. In the 4th and final transfer position, get a Captain Cook of that one. That's a sharp looking hot rod, I must say. The 56 of Croak up on the inside of Ellison Jr. They'll battle side by side for positions number 5 and 6. Get the spot to Cooper Croker. Meanwhile, Crawford holds on to the 4th and final transfer position. Doesn't need to do anything silly right now. Ellison got tangled up there with Croker. Some front wing damage for the 52 of Damien Parle. He'll now pull it to the infield, pull it to the inside of the racetrack. And Crawford going to swoop to the outside, move Crawford to position number 3. How much damage is on the 52 machine of Damien Parle? Can he hold on to that 4th and final transfer spot? No, he's going to put the rider over the edge of the racetrack. Croker, Jason Carbon, meanwhile, moves into position number 4. Max Bevan, your race leader. I don't know where he is. There he is. 2 laps left to run for the 68. Matty Bailey running in 2nd spot. Still a lot of drivers working the bottom side of the racetrack. Maybe a bit of inexperience coming out and realising that probably the top line is probably the place to be. But again, all these drivers on the same setups, thanks to, of course, Brady Baldwin. White flag has already been displayed on the speedway into 3 and out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Max Bevan a big victory in heat race number 3. Matty Bailey home in 2nd. Jason Crawford, the Purple People leader, comes home 3rd. Jason Carbon, he's going to come home in position number 4. He'll get the final transfer spot. Cooper Croak, Thomas Mitchell, Ashley Ellison Jr. and Damien Parle going to round out the 8 cars in heat race number 3. So there is your results. Bevan, Bailey, Crawford and Carbon, your top 4. Croker, Mitchell, Parle, Ellison, all transferring to the B main. Heat race number 3. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And driving the Momentum Sim Sports car number 81 entry, that is Joshua Walton. He'll start on the pole position to the outside of the front row. I think a podium last week. Harry Stewart, position number 2. Callum Davidson, position number 3. Eddie Hartley driving the Radical Sim Racing car number 19 machine. He'll start position at number 4. Position at number 5, driving caliber 63. That'll be Cahill Gray. Andrew Galley driving car number 1 will start out of position number 6, and that will be all with Damon Mush not making the call for your 4th and final heat race of the night. I think we've had 2, maybe 3 cars not take to the racetrack for heat racing action. So this is heat number 4. What did I say? Did I say heat 3? Anyhow, final heat of the night before the preliminary mains. Josh Walton. For Momentum Sim Sports, keep an eye on Eddie Hartley in the 19 machine. We've seen him a number of times here on UltimateDirtTV, and the green flag is out. Walton will duck down to the inside of the racetrack. Stewart upstairs. Stewart gets the run down the back straightaway. Walton, he's very experienced on a racetrack like this. He knows how to get the job done in sprint cars. We see him a number of times throughout the week here on UltimateDirtTV, whether it's racing the National Sim Racing Series or for JSI Racing. Middle slide, it's a short slider there from Walton, but he gets the job done. He will lead lap number 2. And now coming after him is Stewart once again, all over the Nerf bar. The rear Nerf bar. Here comes the 29 of Stewart. He looks for the slide job. Walton sees it coming. He'll now work to the inside. Lap led by Harry Stewart there. Lap number 3, Eddie Hartley. In the 4th and final transfer position, Gray and Galley on the outside looking in, but what a battle for the race lead this is between Stewart and Walton, and Stewart will lead at the halfway stage of the race. Stewart now sweeps to the outside, not a lot of room up there, but he made it work. And Walton now under pressure for that 2nd position. He'll follow Stewart up on the top side of the racetrack. 3 laps remaining. Goodbye, Walton. He's done well to not let that car go off the edge of the banking and all the way down the hill. There's the one of Andrew Galley. In the 4th and final transfer position, Eddie Hartley in the 19 machine now on the outside looking in. We've got a lap and a half to run for your race leader of Harry Stewart. He's already into turns 3 and 4. You're watching the battle for positions number 4 and 5. But the white flag is being displayed right now for the rest of the field. Stewart's going to make his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. He'll start position number 2 in the main event for 35 laps. Walton home in 2nd. Look out, Galley in 3rd, and Hartley gets the 4th and final transfer position. Cahill Gray going to come home and round out your top 5 here tonight. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, your penultimate race for the JSI Racing 360 winged sprint cars here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. Heat races are complete. Again, don't forget, next week, our final race of the season for the JSI Racing. Let's take a look at heat number 4 results right now. Stewart, Walton, Galley, Hartley, and Gray, your top 5. And then we go back to Davidson, of course, Mush, who did not attempt to take to the racetrack. Your B main, let's have a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. 10 laps will be the distance, and we'll see the top 7 moving into the back of tonight's main event. Starting on pole position, driving for Ace Esports, that is Daniel Hardigan. On the outside of the front row, featuring already this season, Braith Carlin will start out of position at number 2. Cooper Croker driving car number 56. He'll start out of position number 3. Position number 4 is going to be Cahill Gray. Position number 5 driving the Iridium Sim Sports car number 79 entry. That is Daniel Boyd. And he's outside driving the JSI Racing car number 55 entry of William Pilot. Lines up out of position number 6. Thomas Mitchell driving the 02 entry, I believe, for, I'm going to say, Iridium Sim Sports. He'll start out of position number 7. So he's outside. Callum Davidson in the 17. Harry Dean lines up at a position number 9. And Ash Ewing lines up at a position at number 10. Damien Powell, Damon Mush lines up out of 11 and 12. And then we go back and take a look at the rest of the starters. Riley Stewart, 13. Cody Lawrence, 14. And Ashley Ellison Jr. lines up at a position number 15. That's not going to be the case because only 13 cars. Riley Stewart and Damon Mush, well, that is going to be their night done and dusted. They did not make the call for the B main, and hopefully they'll get their stuff figured out. Or if they want to race somewhere else, don't register for this race. Not that hard. You can't have the best of both worlds, unfortunately, but man, it's so nice just to have some peace and quiet in out in the pit area. Green flag is out, 10 laps to distance. Hardigan and Carlin. You know, they want to show these boys, they want to show them how it's done to be made. Get some track time on this setup. Mitchell working the 0-2 machine right through the middle of the speedway again. Top 7 goes through. There goes Harry Dean in the 6 machine. Mitchell works it to the top side of the racetrack. Going to have a great battle up for the race lead. Look out. There was one car going around, had some massive problems. It might have been Cahill Gray in the 63 machine, but there is that factory Kane, Casey Kane Racing, and number 9 painted up sprint car. It's got Brave Carlin driving from the comfort of his own home, and I believe it's a couple of Kiwis out in front at the moment. Carlin, Hardigan, and Mitchell 1, 2, and 3. Pilot and Lawrence. How about Cody Lawrence? Up 9 positions at the moment, and don't mind if you do right now, because that JPM number 55 for Ace Esports and CD Cinematography entry. He's got this car glued down to the middle of the racetrack and trying to run down low. He's trying to get by the 55 of William Pilot. Look out, we have one car off the racetrack. Braith Carlin. So where Braith's gone, it says he's back on pit road, and poor old Braith. Meanwhile, you're hustling and bustling for the race lead. Thomas Mitchell right through the middle, goes through the middle. Oh, another race car. That's Cahill Gray off the racetrack in the 63 machine. Hardigan works to the inside, down into 3 and 4. Lap number 7 is complete, and give it to Thomas Mitchell. Thomas Mitchell, a hell of a drive so far in the B main. Cody Lawrence back there in 3rd. William Pilot in 4th, and Damien Powell going to round out your top 5. Oh, Mitchell, look out, the right rear just jumped over the edge of the banking of the racetrack. Oh, Mitchell, hold on to it, look out. He's now going to lose a couple of spots. Damien Powell, who was quick in the heat race. And now it's the drivers. Oh, Cooper Kroger back on the racetrack at the 56, right in front of the leaders as the white flag is out, 1 to run. Backstretch for the final time, final preliminary action. Oh, look out. Daniel Hardy. Second, I go to Cody Lawrence. 3rd of the line, Damien Powell. William Pilot rounds out your fourth driver, and Thomas Mitchell home inside the top 5. Don't forget, top 7 will transfer to the back of tonight's main event. And again, we'll take a look at your official results here. Your top 7 to confirm go through. Lawrence, Harding and Powell, Pilot and Mitchell, your top 5. Davidson, Boyd, Daniel Boyd in the final transfer spot. Ewing, Gray, Dean, Carlin, Croker, Ellison are all going home, along with Mush and Stewart. As we get set, take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. As we have a supporter giveaway coming up at the end of the month. But position number 23, driving the Iridium Sim Sports Caliber 79 entry. That is Daniel Boyd to the inside of row 12. Row 11 on the outside, Callum Davidson on his inside. The 0-2 of Thomas Mitchell lines up at a position number 21. William Pilot in the JSI Racing 55 will start position number 20. The 52 of Damien Powell lines up at a position number 19. Daniel Hardigan for Ace Esports will start out of position number 18. Position number 17, his teammate Cody Lawrence in the 55 out of position number 17. The drivers that transferred directly from the heat racing action. Denny Hartley, position number 16. Jason Carbon out of position number 15. Then we go back to Oldfield and Jacob Croker in row number 7. Andrew Galley and Jason Crawford in row 6. Jason Burke and Tyler McQuilkin in row 5. Joshua Walton and Matt Bailey in row 4. Row 3, Matthew Hurd and Darcy Wilson. Row 2, Harry Stewart and Max Bevan. And your front row, Ash Hammond in the JSI Racing number 4 entry alongside Braden Shute in car number 76. So what you got to do, more subscribers, the more supporters we have, the more money that you guys have a chance to win. Minimum of $50 at the moment. If we have more, we are going to be basically giving back the more supporters, the more money in your back pocket. 35 laps on the board. Your penultimate A main of the season, and we are green. with Braden Shute getting a good launch down into 1 and 2. Bevan, that outside row was just a little slow to begin with. Bevan follows your race, lead on the top side now, driving back down the bottom. We've got all sorts of cost up there on the exit of turn number 4. Look at them, 3 wide already. Walton to the outside on Matty Hurd. Now Matt Bailey on the inside. They were 3 wide. Here comes Hammond as well. McQuilkin not too far away. Hammond, Walton, keep an eye on Walton. He is going to be very, very quick up on the top side of the racetrack. Hello, Casey. Walton down the back straight, finds himself in position number 5. Matty Bailey working to the inside now on Hammond. Hammond to the outside. We have 3 laps in, 32 remaining. Bevan still works to the creep. Well, not so much the creep, but to the outside of the cushion. Walton getting a run on your 4th place runner. And now he'll take over position number 3. Bailey works the inside down into 1 and 2. Matt Bailey, a hell of a run so far, him in that iRacing Dirt Outlaws TV number 1 machine. Fantastic showing by Matty Bailey. Can he keep it up? Max Bevan on into position number 4. Putting Bailey back to position number 5. Bailey nearly gets into the left rear, courtesy of the right front in that number 1 machine. Biggest mover so far, Eddie Hartley up 5 positions at this stage. No, make that Joshua Walton, who's just in front of now, what is the 29 of Stewart. So Walton from 8th up to 2nd. Slider comes out from Stewart, not going to happen that time by Walton. Back to the inside. Meanwhile, Braden Shute opens up over 3.5 second lead. He's nearly 3.7 seconds. In fact, it's almost closing up to 4 seconds right now. How about Matt Bailey? Oh, Bailey was having such a phenomenal run. He tried the bottom side and was unable to make that one stick now. Stewart up, back up to position number 2. Walton gets relegated back to 3rd spot. McQuilkin and Crawford, 6th and 7th right now. They're battling side by side. It's the purple people leader and the 5 entry. That's Crawford. And the 47, the blue and white Rocket Racing setups entry. Oh, but McQuilkin gets a little loose. Bit of breathing room now to the 5 entry there of Jason Crawford, Max Bevan. We've done a phenomenal job trying to keep an eye on Matt Bailey, who's just found himself just outside, or right on the verge of the top 10, I should say. First yellow of the main event so far. I think this might be Matthew Hurd in the 71 machine. We'll take a look at your UltimateDirtTV starting grid. Little contact, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And Matthew Hurd will go back to the pits. And this will bunch the field back up again. So if you weren't with us for the 360 wingless, and you're wondering why the yellow laps are counting, well, it's real simple. A maximum of 3 yellows. So unless we get the 3 yellows, there'll be no more, unless inside the last 5 laps, if there's a pile up, or a pile up to where the race leaders are going to be impacted, they'll throw a yellow to give us a green-white checker situation. Other than that, it'll only give a maximum of 3 yellows. We'll have a 4th as a backup if needed. And again, Braden Shute looking to put the 76 in victory lane here tonight. And he's been so close on a number of occasions this season, both in the winged and the wingless side of things. How about Jason Crawford, the purple people leader in the purple and yellow number 5 entry. Good run for him tonight. Restarting in position at number 5. But it's all eyes on the 76 entry there of Braden Shute. He got a podium in the wingless. Can he get a win or a podium in the winged division? Now he'll go to the top side. No, nearly 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Walton runs the bottom. And there goes Braden Shute back to the race lead. Stewart off the racetrack. He's going to lose a couple of positions. 1, 2, 3 spots. And now Walton coming after your leader. Next time by, not this time, but the next time by. We are going to be right at the halfway stage of the main event. In fact, when they get down the back straightaway, we're going to be halfway home. But we work on completing lap number 18 of 35 and 17 to go. This time by Walton. The left front just caught the grass. He leaves a bit of room up there to the outside of the 76 machine of Braden Shute. Once again, these drivers starting to catch lap traffic very, very quickly now. As Daniel Hardigan, he's advanced up 9 positions. One of the biggest movers through this field after starting position number 18. And doing it the hard way. Here comes Walton on the inside right now on Shute. Here's a drag race into turn number 3 and 4. Shute again working to the cushion. Walton trying the middle of the speedway. Walton goes low down through turn number 1 and 2. What a good race up front for first and second. Jason Croft out of Matt Bailey back up to position number 7. He's got that thing to roll on right through the middle of the racetrack. We're coming up to, I believe, Eddie Hartley. In fact, it's William Parler in the 55 machine. He'll be the first car to go a lap down on this run. Shute gets a good run from Walton. Crawford, Bailey, Hardigan, 6, 7, and 8 right now. Stewart coming after the 28 of Wilson. Crawford just seeing that battle unfold in front of him. And there he goes, Hardigan and Matt Bailey. Bailey down to the inside. Hardigan back to the outside. What a good run by Daniel Hardigan so far. There's Crawford once again, just looking at this battle starting to happen in front of him right now. And again, they got a lap car. Hardigan stays low with this time by the race leader, Braden Shute. We'll see 10 remaining. Jason Burt, Damien Powell having a great battle just behind. That is Jacob Croker, I believe it is, in the 15 machine. Yeah, it is. So a big gap opening up right now for your race leader, Braden Shute. It is almost, we're closing in on about 1.8 seconds over Joshua Walton, who sits in second spot so far. He's advanced up 8 positions. Slider coming out from the 21 machine, that's Oldfield. Stewart, Crawford up back up to position number 5, and again, battle for second and third. Braden Shute going to be happy about this one because as the race continues on, the laps continue to tick away here at Lernerville. Again, coming into the final race of the season next week. And, well, the Wing Sprint Car boys, they'll have their work cut out for them at the dirt track at Charlotte Oldfield. Well, straight up into the side of Joshua Walton. Not going to give him the spot back, but here comes Walton back to the inside. Walton with a slide job. We've got 5 to go as they cross the start-finish line. It is a massive, it's near 3-second advantage right now for Braden Shute. Walton works back to the inside. Just looked like he's somewhat struggled so far in the 360s here. We'll have to just see if he's struggling of some sort if he manages to keep a spot on the podium. And with just 3 to run right now, Braden Shute, he is working deep into some heavy lap traffic. 2.5 to go down the back straightaway. Walton, Oldfield, Stewart are all by themselves locked in a battle for positions number 2, 3, and 4. In fact, there goes the 21 of Oldfield. But we've got a lap to go for your race leader, out of turn number 4, 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds. And Braden Shute now finds himself just 4 turns away. He gets through turn number 1 and 2. Okay, the box has been ticked. He just needs to put 2 more left-hand turns together, and he will do so. He will pick up the feature win here at the virtual Lernerville Speedway. Well done to Braden Shute. He gets the job done. Second will go to Joshua Walton. Harry Stewart home in position number 3. All right, Daniel Hardigan up 13 positions. A hell of a drive from position number 18 to position number 5. And Thomas Mitchell as well, he advanced up 13 positions as well to finish in position number 8. We'll take a look at your full feature rundown here. Braden Shute gets the win from Joshua Walton. Harry Stewart will complete the podium. Oldfield and Daniel Hardigan home and rounding out your top 5. Davids and Matt Bailey in 7th. Great drive by Matt Bailey. Thomas Mitchell again, one of the big movers in the field, home in 8th. Tyler McQuilker 9th. Cody Lawrence going to round out your top 10. Jason Crawford, Damien Powell, Jason Carbon, Jason Burke and Jacob Croker, your top 15. Eddie Hartley, Andrew Galley, William Pilot, Darcy Wilson, Max Bevan, your top 20. Daniel Boyd, Ash Hammond and Matthew Hurd. We'll take a quick break here on UltimateDirtTV. Pay just one quick commercial, pay a quick bill, and we'll hopefully chat to a couple of our podium drives. But if not, we'll wrap the show up and get ready for World of Thunder tomorrow or later on tonight if you are watching from the US. We'll take a quick break, and on the other side of this, your post-race interviews. We are back here on UltimateDirtTV coverage of the JSI Racing 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. And we'll straight down to victory lane and we'll chat to your winner here tonight, driving the number 76 machine entry of Braden Shute. Braden, congratulations on getting a win here and getting the monkey off your back in the Winged Sprint Cars. You look pretty decent out there. Did you feel comfortable?
Yeah, I felt really comfortable on the top, and it feels great to finally get the monkey off my back and get my first win. But yeah, I felt really comfortable out there, so it's good.
Late last year, we've seen you, really come on strong in both wingless and wing sprint cars. There was a number of times you come close, but again, what does it finally mean to get this first one and to do it at a track and quite a big margin there at the end? 3.2 second gap.
It feels awesome to get my first win, and especially to beat Josh and Harry. They're really good drivers, so it feels really good to get my first win, and especially at a track like Lernerville, it's so tough to run the top.
Well, a lot of talk lately of the setups. What did you make of the setup, and how comfortable were you, with the set that has been provided to you?
Setup felt amazing. The setups have been really good the last couple of weeks, and yeah, it's just more comfortable to run, and yeah, I feel like it's great.
All right, well, congratulations on the win. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors, shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you?
Outdoor Cleaning Co., OBR, Sim Sports, Brad O'Brien, Ash for his help, Max, and everyone that helps me. Thank you.
There we go. Braden Shute, your winner here tonight in car number 76. We'll chat to the driver that comes home at second place here tonight. It's going to be Josh Walton in the 81 machine. Josh, congratulations on second spot, and you had to come from the outside of the fourth row and just looked like you struggled a bit there. What did your thoughts on that race?
Yeah, I definitely struggled a little bit as the track went away pretty quickly. I just fell out of the seat a little bit, and just managed to bring it home.
Well, you had a good battle there late in the race there with Harry, and what's it like once this track? Have you had much track time when it gets this dusty?
No, I haven't actually. I noticed I've run one league race a week or so ago since they had the new update, and that dust gets pretty bad. Makes it pretty difficult to see, and I think the track gets a bit more rubber down as well.
All right, well, we know you've got a lot of good sponsors on this race car, a lot of good people behind the scenes making this happen for you. Who gets this done for you, champion?
Yeah, it's big thanks to JSI for putting on the league every Sunday. I couldn't think of any better place to be. You guys are broadcasting every week. Speed Shot 51, cool chassis, everything dirt, Verdict Clothing, CT Designs, Racecraft Simulations as well for coming on board for a couple of big upcoming shows, and all the boys at Momentum.
All right, appreciate your time each and every Sunday night, Josh, and hopefully we'll see you back next week.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
There we go, Josh Walton there, home in second spot. Home in third place tonight goes to the 29 of Harry Stewart. Harry, congratulations on third place, and well, you picked up a heat win here tonight. A little bit dusty than usual.
Yeah, a bit dustier than normal. I didn't really think it'd be that dusty, but yeah, pretty cool that iRacing's done that to make it more realistic and all that. So yeah.
Do you think the dust is somewhat separated the men from the boys, especially when the track gets this slick?
I don't know. I think it's just more of a eye thing. I sort of stood on the little fella a few times in that race, so yeah.
Yeah, and that quote, stood on the little fella, Harry. I'll let you. I'll leave those. I'll leave everybody with those words, Harry. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, mate. Who makes it happen for you?
Yep, everyone at United Sim Sports, KCLD Cleaning, Natrad Radiators and Auto, Harrop Engineering, and Adrad Radiators.
All right, there we go. Harry Stewart there, home in third place here tonight, and that will wrap up the penultimate round of the series. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, the season finale for the 360 wingless and 360 winged sprint cars. Again, they'll be at different racetracks next week. We've seen all throughout the season that both divisions have been at the same racetrack. Next week, for the wingless, we'll see them tackle Eldora Speedway. Meanwhile, the winged sprint cars, well, they'll tackle the virtual dirt track at Charlotte in North Carolina. A big thank you to, of course, JSI Racing and all their wonderful sponsors and partners behind the scenes that make all this possible and happen each and every week. And as what Josh said, no better place to be on a Sunday night right here to get your sprint car fix. Or if you're just waking up in the United States, well, daylight savings is over, so we know it's about 7 a.m. Eastern over there. So we'll certainly look forward to bringing you World of Thunder action later on from about 4 p.m. Eastern American time zones. But until next time, again, a big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, FEGPC, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all the social media pages. Keep up to date with the people that support sim racing. And until next time, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you tomorrow or later on this evening.